Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War 1, your Empires in Turmoil DLC, the Shadow of the Tsar scenario. We're playing the Shadow of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazar's Strategic Arcana. It's the rematch. He's playing the reds, we're playing the whites, and yeah, it has been a successful year. However, our offensive towards Moscow has halted a bit, and he was surprisingly striking also at the northwestern whites, probably trying to slowly push them out of the war with moral losses. Yeah, that was smartly done by him, but at the same time he gave up basically all other relevant fronts. The Euro whites are marching up, and the Don Cossacks coming also closing up from the east now to Moscow. So we shall see where it's going. I have doubts that we might be able to take it this year, since yeah, he was fighting with everything, the southern ones, and actually destroyed a couple, of course, our main offensive units. So we lost a lot of our potential for offensive. We took Vyazma, at least in the west of Moscow, with the Ukrainians. So slowly, yeah, we're crouching up on him, and yeah, he can't keep all his units at full strength, unlike us. So yeah, it's a slow decay, and I hope we can speed it up a bit. But it has been harder than expected, or well done by him. Yeah, there he goes. He's still coming for the. I think he's. Yeah, he's out at some point. This is this absurd. Really coming hard for them. Wow, I think he really wants to push them out. And they have some. I don't know if they have to fall below 30 actually. But here, come on, what he's using this Kaluba towards the attack division. That's exactly what I want to see. Sometimes he's a bit too greedy. Yeah, the northwestern whites, I mean, they're getting constant resupplies, so we took Skov, so rifle division lost, yeah. That's the Spartan army mauling Udinich and those other Baltic nationalist rats better run to the British, yeah. Let's have a look. 34, yeah, it's not great. Well, we get our core here. So things are getting better. But this is offensive here is definitely unexpected and unexpectedly strong. Let's have a look, by the way, in the back here. Oh. I didn't expect him to be up here. Yeah, this is really surprising that he pushed. Yeah, she's trying to push them really out hard now. Anyways, let's get an overview. I think he's trying to flank us. Yeah, we have to retreat. Damn it. This was really an annoying move from my side. Retreating immediately, there's no use in standing up that much up. But we're getting also a new northern white unit. Really annoyed that these guys can't even hurt here the HQ in Spanka. I'll still try. Sometimes I wrong. So definitely gonna do that. And yeah, nice. This little attack here pushing up slowly, and I think the breakthrough for the northern whites is not far. How strongly do we have? He's still protecting Petrograd, okay. We can't simply ship them in and go over there. Then the northwestern whites. Yeah, this is unfortunately, of course, but unfortunate. Let's turn this. Yeah, we're gonna hold the position, it's okay. He can push through towards our HQ. That's actually not good. So we're gonna rather sacrifice our sacrificing here the artillery. Yeah, they're coming in harder than expected. He caught us a little bit off guard over here. However, we're gonna try to make it as hard as possible for him. And by doing this one here, we can definitely interrupt here also the supply lines. Scoff, there's no... Oh yeah. There's no railway line incoming now for the moment. That's great. Oh, these boys have really bad supply. Oh, this is so annoying. Let's have a look here, by the way, at Tuliapol here. Nice. Taking the capital back, that's quite a lovely one. Let's bring these Don Cossacks here. I think we can get this problem under control next turn. It was a little bit premature here going up here, but I needed to do that. Okay, over here. Yeah, these guys are still fighting partisans. Damn, these guys needed to stay in Minsk, I forgot. All these... partisans all over the place. Yeah, we have here the Kuban Cossacks. Let's see if we have some weaker units somewhere that we might use. I mean, we figured out that we can use potentially also Ural Cossacks, right? Yes, and I think I will. Yeah, we need somebody in Minsk, and we need somebody here, and here potentially. So we need... I'm gonna bring... Yeah, these weakened divisions from the Ural Cossacks I'm gonna bring in. You're helping out here in the west. That's the advantage of having the full railroad, so we can use them... I can't bring them to Minsk directly, I need one more here down here. I can use these Kazan militia, perfect, that just spawned last turn. I really hope they will be able to help out sooner than... also here... Yeah, the Air Force is not really necessary anyways. Okay, let's hope the best here for the Northwestern Whites. We can buy back, of course, another division. And they're getting reinforcements, right? Yeah, maybe this was a little bit megalomaniac, my push up here. But is this all Northwestern Whites? Okay, look at this we're getting in September next turn. And the only worries from my side is that sometimes they piece out very easily or drop because of their fighting spirit. I hope that it has to be really 0 because I've observed it with other spirits. Don't want to look at that right now, but we're getting reinforcement next turn. So if they hold out a little bit longer, this should be fine. And now with the cut supply, I hope that they should also halve the supply here, think of, in Ostrov for the enemy. It's unfortunate we don't have the Polish Air Force anymore to bombard here with the airships. Now we're keeping this line open, that's the most important thing. Okay. Oh, damn, this corps here is not even entrenched, but we can't really attack it. But I'm kind of inclined to attack with the Ukrainians straight the... this corps here at the corner. Let's give these guys some reinforcements here. Tula, that's great that they were holding out just bravely without fortifications. Now they have them and Tula is taken. That's amazing. Let's see where we want to... I mean, we have the tanks now also available, right? I think attacking here in the east might be useful since this is strong. Let's attack with the Ukrainians nevertheless. Let's have them... Not that bravest right now, but okay. No! Oh god, that was stupid. Well, we shuffled them in. Ah, damn it. Oh wow, but these guys at 4, we might be able to... They will destroy something, potentially. But as I know him. Perfect. Bringing up the supply a little bit. These guys can, by the way, dig in. Feeling a bit insecure here about bit taps, but he's not coming for it, I think. And potentially can't even. They have also not the best supply with being cut off here. Yeah, but this one we should be able to breach. Go. Bring them back in. Perfect. Yeah. Increasing the pressure here with just 1. I mean, he doesn't have so much MPP to fill that up. He has to slowly retreat, I think. The Ukrainians are doing a great job, and he exhausted his resources over here fighting the southern whites, and we still have 3 cores and a tank core available. Kaluga is kind of the logical next target, or no, it's just that we want to swing here to the east. Yeah, let's see what the Don Kazakhs can do. Unfortunately, supply is not great over here at Tambov. Are we gonna try our best still because of this cavalry here? Yeah, they are prone for counterattacks, but once again, if he wants to use these units there for counterattacking here the Don Kazakhs in this front, he's very much welcome. I'm even tempted to move in this hex here, even though there might be surprise attacks. Oh, this is really bad. Supply over here. Do we have partisan problems here? Yeah, we do. Oh no, the next one showing up. Ugh. The supply here is problematic. Guys, I want to keep the pressure high, right? I cannot move with the infantry, but I could use this one. Is this a good move? Let's see first what we can, if we can cause some havoc over here. Where can we get? Okay, the tanks actually can't get into action. Okay, that's sad. But maybe this here, next to this road, might be a good one that we potentially threaten to break through here. He has to kind of, if he has a hole here and here, he has to kind of take back the front another bit. And I wanted to use, of course, not the division, but the core. It's good to take a look actually how strong they are. I think I'm gonna do the same here. Just to get a better preparation, yeah. And then I come with the cores. Can't move in though. We could try to breach here a little further with the tanks, yeah. Oh, that was hurtful. Here we're gonna dig in. To catch up, yeah, now suddenly everything looks already... After the losses of the last turns, now I feel like his shuffles and his efforts are, firing back. The pressure is increasing. And Yeah, but this is obviously still problematic. Let's use the 2 button for here as a partisan control. This one needs to be controlled. That we can do with the armored cars. We have to almost. Yeah, in this case I'm gonna move in here, as I said, because just to keep up the pressure, to fill up the ranks. Yeah, Ada has to counter-attack, but then it's gonna be hard for him to use the troops to dig in or anything, so yeah, that's good. And I could use here the armored cars to get also in here. Shall we risk partisans popping up, or can we bring in another unit quickly from somewhere else? Yeah, we could, right? Ural whites. But the calf I don't want to bring a whack. Yeah, then let's... Perfect. Which one? This one, right? Yeah. We just need to make sure that we know that this is Ural Cossacks. Great, then we can actually use this armored cars here for being the first line and have some... Yeah, when they're here they can also move further and deeper. The enemy has to feel that he's under heavy pressure. Yeah, we need to bring them somewhere where they can operate in the end. Yeah, these guys left already. It was just important to quickly make the connection over here. I don't even know where we're gonna use the Ural Cossacks properly. Potentially. Sorry, my WhatsApp's just up. Web WhatsApp, I forgot. Maybe it's not that relevant actually. Yeah, the cuff to have them here is nice. Just pushing up, and then yeah, when we can operate, I think at some point we have to operate with the Ural Whites, because otherwise they're kind of useless over here. Yeah, Nizhny Novgorod. I mean, this group here is moving towards Nizhny Novgorod, definitely. That's the most important one. And then the Ural, yeah, we can bring the Ural Cossacks probably in this area after upgrading, reinforcing, but there's nothing to do since we moved all of them. Not gonna spend anything on research right now. I really don't want him to piece out. I think it's not going to change the course of the game, but I really don't want him to piece out the northwestern whites anymore. That would be really annoying. Ural whites. Should we buy something? Kind of just for the Ornburg ones, just to have one. Yeah, I just said I don't want to buy anything. I need to upgrade, but nah, come on, let's do it. I want just for the fun of it. That we freed Ornburg, they shall have the representative unit. One, and we could just also get a... Yeah, no, let's get them actually for fighting the partisans, yeah. A division. Okay, then we've got the northern whites, they don't buy anything. Northwestern whites did already, so we just have the mega amount from the southern whites. That potentially have some buyback potential? Nope. Nothing. Oh. Okay, we lost all of these guys already. Ah, the armored car we can buy back finally. And the second Don Cossack Corps. Wow, look at these reinforcements. They ain't stopping. Yeah, this is gonna be the main problem of the enemy. If you have a look, and we're gonna have a quick look. How far is, by the way, the fighting spirit? 52%, that's too high for my taste. But I think it might decay quickly. 30%, he's going down slowly. Yeah, they're at under 200 income basically, and look at these losses. Yeah, the last turn it was kind of good for him. This was when the southern whites also here had some kind of lot. Yeah, we definitely have losses, but not. This is basically the entire space in between red and green here is something that he can't replace anymore. Whilst, yeah, the northwestern whites, as you see, have also lots of these spaces recently. But yeah, what the space in between green and the year red down here is what we invested basically and what's incoming now. These huge amount of troops coming for them. And we took out 2 further cores, so I'm quite optimistic. Yeah, that's the Spartan army mauling Udenich, and those other Baltic national rats better run to the British. These desperate Baltic, what do you call them? Rebel scums without direct orders. That's too. He's just referring just to us here because Udenich is here. Yeah. Spartan army is running for a desperate cause and cut off direct orders and reinforcements. Moscow, comrade. Yeah, nice that we took off. That's really helpful. Yeah, I hope they can't smash the core immediately, and that we won't. But he will. We will come for it, and there's a high chance he will actually. We get reinforcements. Yeah, that was maybe I should have dug in instead of crashing here the division. I was too greedy. This is lots of forces that he has assembled here, mainly divisions though. 2 cores, maybe 1 more. Let's bang out now. Yeah, unfortunately with these troops we can't, with light cruisers we can't hit we can't really hit the supply. Let's park the... I mean, actually when we have Rizhev, then it's just cutting Tver and here to also... And then we could do this, so we could also... Oh no! We could potentially cut off also Petrograd over here from Moscow. It's just this and these lines here. Well, we shall see. Guys, I think it's the end of this episode, since not too much more to do. The pressure is rising. Enemy Moscow front under heavy pressure over here. Let's see if there's a counter-attack on Ukrainians. Oh, these guys. These guys. Thank God I didn't forget about Ukrainians. They can come in handy, definitely. The 3rd Ukrainian Corps, that was stupid to march them down to seize just Minsk and so. But okay. By the way, nice that the Northwestern Whites took Minsk for income. This might be helpful. Guys, let's finish the turn together quickly. Oh. Oh, that was lovely. I thought you have to fight them down. Very nice. Then I should have parked them on rail lines, but okay. Northern White Civil Infantry Weapons level 2. Lovely. That's it. Another big chunk of income for the Southern Whites. Yep, I hope you enjoyed this one as well, and as always, if you have something to say on your mind, on what you think, let me know down in the comments. Always very much welcome, and I try to answer as soon as possible, even though sometimes it may take a bit. But thank you so much for participating. Apart from this, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you leave both me and Balthazor likes and subscriptions. Thank you so much for this, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we continue our march for Moscow, hopefully. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.